Hello, welcome. This is a game that I have picked as a quote-unquote good game against a player called Syzygy, who is a very good player. I'm pretty sure you can find records of them winning tournaments on the Wingspan Tournaments channel. But yeah, generally considered one of the better players on the server, at least in my opinion, at least. We're going second in this game, which with a Himalayan modal entry, don't really like that. I mean, I think Himalayan modal is one of the most interesting birds in the game. The co-op seed being so weird to work with. But obviously the free egg being so beneficial, you're happy to give out co-op seed if it means you're going to get eggs, so. Fully expect Syzygy to take that turn 1, and let's see what we've got to work with. Not a lot. I mean, the rook could be interesting. Fishery manager's probably the keep here. I mean, rook mostly from the perspective of like, we're going to get lots of seeds, so maybe we could cash the seeds on the rook and get some points. Scale quail, bit of extra eggs. I mean, not thrilled. This is not a great hand by any stretch of the imagination, but when you're going second, you kind of got to commit to something. Very hard to go in without a game plan, but I mean, I think we just play create adjutant and see what we find. We happen to get a couple free seeds, we can play the scale quail, grab an extra egg or something, I don't know. A lot of Himalayan modal games really rely on being able to figure out how do you get value from the seeds that they give out. And it's non-trivial. Like, seeds are probably one of the least useful reasons. I mean, anything that's not nectar is really not that useful. Yeah, anyway, okay, so they took the night heron as well. That's fair enough. It's a big point bird. I can understand that. Common loon could be interesting here as like a better potential draw bird. I don't really like it. It's a decent fishery bird as well. Are we better off just playing adjutant? I don't know. This is a tough call. We're just gonna play adjutant. Okay. I think there's an argument to take the loon here. I think the downside is you probably have to commit to spending the nectar to get a free card as well, otherwise you're playing very inefficiently. But the loon is still kind of interesting. We could still consider picking that up. Modal comes in. Yeah, we grab this loon, and we grab a Lewin's Honey Eater. Co-op nectar, that is a terrible idea. Silver Eye and Lewin's Honey Eater are just absolutely terrible birds. And at least in 2-player. Lewin's Honey Eater is a little bit better in 3-player. But yeah, co-op nectar is just so dangerous. Never want to do that if you can help it. Yep, goodbye, Lewin. Taking a nectar and getting some food here. So I guess maybe anticipating that we're going to take this grosbeak, maybe. Not the best bird in the world. I'm not thrilled about it. It is, however, a plus food bird, which could be helpful. Yeah, definitely take a random first. Dunnock, not good. I mean, I don't want to take this, but I think you might have to. And we could have had a white-faced heron, so I think Rosebreast Godspeak was the better bird. I mean, the grosbeak, we should probably just play it and take food. We probably need to do some tray flips to find something actually good. Yeah, not looking too hot at the moment. I think if we get a free seed... Oh, they're doing a tray flip. I found Phil! Great. I love that. Recently had a discussion on the Wingspan Tournament Discord about Phil. I think people generally agree it is a poorly designed bird. It's a lot of fun. Not good in a competitive setting though, because it's got a significantly high degree of variance, and some days it's great, other days it's really miserable. And hello, White Wagtail and Goldcrest. Well, we're going to take White Wagtail. Is Goldcrest asking too much? We got a lot of bad birds. I don't mind Goldcrest, actually. Easy to fly bird, we can do White Wagtail, take food, play Goldcrest. Oh, so White Wagtail, take food, eggs, then use Goldcrest with White Wagtail. We can get a pretty decent game underway. Okay. Okay. And it's funny how that happens. Like, you just do a couple more draws and suddenly a path opens up in front of you. Certainly don't mind this. Here's the question is, do you want to play for the Grosbeak or the Goldcrest? I think Goldcrest is just fine. We already have a couple cards that we don't mind getting rid of. Like, Rook and Scale Quail were pretty aspirational at best anyway. Common Starling would be really nice, but we're not going to get it. Common Starling is like really, really good with Himalayan Moonal. Good way to dump those seeds every round, score some points. That might be something that Syzygy looks to pick up. Or deny. I mean, they don't know that I picked up White Wagtail. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he's got in mind. Yep, goodbye. Common Starling, I think, again, makes a lot of sense with Himalayan Monal. Don't want to let your opponent have that. So taking food, we can throw Dunnock. Pick up the Nectar. I mean, I don't know if we needed to do that, but we have plenty of bad cards, so I'm not that worried about it. Let's just play this White Wagtail, and then, I don't know. I can certainly see an argument to play Goldcrest in this game. Goldcrest and Teal playing other birds do kind of work well together. It can be a little bit awkward because you need to balance... you do need to play a bird at some point, but you always want strong food access when you've got Teal playing other birds. Like, you just need strong food access to make a game of it. And I think, you know, Goldcrest encourages you to just repeatedly take food and build out a strong forest. So by proxy, it kind of works out that you're getting a good, good amount of food. But yeah, I also see the argument for the Grosbeak, but I think Goldcrest makes more sense. Yep, and it goes. Argument for Grosbeak would just be, we're just gonna let Goldcrest do its thing. Oh, there's some good forest options that have come up. Forest Owlet's pretty interesting. Sea Eagle, and we reveal a Chipping Sparrow and a Peafowl. Well, I mean, when your opponent can get 2 eggs in the forest, that is extremely powerful. So I feel like that Chipping Sparrow is just gonna get snatched up very, very, very quickly. That would kind of be the perfect bird for us, but oh well, it's not the end of the world. We can just get rid of this Rook and Scale Quail to play some birds. It's not a problem. Yep, goodbye. Oh, Black-Throated Divers come up. I think that's sufficiently interesting to pick up. Okay, we have Fishery Manager. We would like to get, you know, better draw power. Definitely a bird that works well with White Wagtail. Usually you feel bad about playing like birds like this after round 1, or even, you know, even in round halfway through round 2, it feels a bit bad to be playing Black-Throated Diver, but we know that we want to be taking at least 2 more draw turns, and making the most of those 2 draws with Black-Throated Diver makes a lot of sense. Typically, if you're having to draw in another strategy, you're basically thinking, I'm playing this bird, and I don't really want to take the draw action, but in this case we do. Laying eggs, the feeder is still terrible, so we're just kind of biding our time, hoping that Syzygy will take food, and then we can do something with our Goldcrest. Do have to keep in mind we need to play a bird. That is going to be a challenge. Yeah, what bird are we going to play? I do think we want to get the Grosbeak still onto the action. The extra food just helps Wagtail games a lot. Maybe there's a world we can get this Goose into the game. heavily uses seeds, so we have a lot of seeds. So maybe that's a good bird to play. We get the grosbeak in. We want the extra food. Yeah, we could take some food here. Play. You want to play Owlet, probably? Play Owlet. Yeah, we basically we're gonna take food twice and then play a bird. That's basically gonna be it. And it's actually gonna end up awkward for eggs as well, because we only have 3 eggs, so we can't play all the birds we want to play. So it might be goose and dive. Yeah, we have to think very carefully about what we want to play now. We probably. So if we want to play goose diver, we need to play something in the forest. So, food gives us 4 food. And we have 2 already. Only one of them is useful. I think we're okay. I think we can make this work. I think we can do goose and diver. I think, yeah, especially with that extra seed, I think that simplifies things tremendously. Take our free fruit. We will throw. No! Goose, no! No, we need this. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god, I'm trolling. Oh my god. We should have thrown rock every day of the week there. Oh, goose was so... okay, goose wasn't so good. But it would have been good. Okay, so now what do we do? Are we playing rook? Oh my god, we're gonna play rook. Ooh, I don't know if I like this. Yeah, I don't think I like playing this either. What am I doing? I feel like playing rook was better there. Oh, we're drawing? What on earth? Okay, we'll take the hoopoe. I mean, I think we have to take king rail, but I think stubble quail is worth a consideration here. And king rail being another fishery manager bird, we've got enough. Stubble quail could have been interesting because of all the extra seeds, but okay, fair enough. I have some issues. I have some issues. Yeah, oh man, goose wins the end of round. Goose wins the end of round. That is so... yeah, I don't know why I didn't see that. Wow, I'm gonna beat myself up about that one for a while. Anyway, so we play rook. That's gonna bring us to 7 as well. Of course they have fill. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I understand why I'm playing the rook. I mean, I'm gonna get like 2 uses out of it though, that's the issue. We do have an egg problem, and fixing our egg problem is a bit of should be a top priority, but we don't really have any good way of doing that. And goose could have got us some very easy points that we could have sorely needed. Oh well, it's okay. The good news is I think our forest is still pretty healthy. I mean, yes, we're only getting 2 nectars plus a maybe fruit or seed off of this grosbeak, but we are going to get a lot of seed still from our opponent. I think there's time for us to find a solve for our egg problem. I think the solve just might be play another bird in the grass, like lay eggs, play another bird in the grasslands, lay eggs, and then leverage Goldcrest to finish off our forest. That's probably what I want to do. Graceful Prinia. Prinia's not great. I mean, okay, Busted and Mannequin. I think you have to take Busted here. Busted is too good. Mannequin is also extremely good, but I think we gotta take Busted. Mannequin would have been really cool, but I mean, I think oftentimes when you have Mannequin and Wagtail, there's just a little too much pressure on the resources, especially since our food access isn't that strong at the moment. We are still trying to get that last card in. We have to make some decisions around how we're going to do that as well. The feeder is really not opportune for that, because we ideally want it to be the Sea Eagle for a fishery manager, but we kind of need to bide our time a little bit and hope that the feeder gets reset to a more favorable position. So that's not great. And then we want to do this egg action, but we don't really have... Oh, we got like 3 cards we can throw. Maybe 4 if you count the loon. And I don't know if we want to be spending them on points, but we kind of do want to be spending them on points because there's not that much time left in the game. And we've played this pretty useless rook. And yeah, I don't know. They're probably going to get more value out of this forest owlet than I will with that lyrebird. Tad annoying, but that's okay. But yeah, I think that has to be the plan. Really, just waiting around. It's just annoying. Like, these Wagtail games, you know, you've got to do the actions all at least once. So picking the right time, the most opportune time to do these things. Really, really, really important. Should also point out that my opponent has spent 1 nectar in the grasslands. But they have common starling, so I think the conventional wisdom is that you can kind of relax on the common starling or collared dove habitat, because you can just discard arbitrarily many nectar and it will all be fine. A free seed coming through. I think the we're gonna draw again. We're gonna take the mannequin. I mean, you've done this. You've got to take mannequin now. And common raven. Okay, that's interesting. Well, now what? What a crazy game. What? I feel like that's too much drawing though, and I mean, I understand that I can get economy in being able to play birds in the forest, which we're definitely going to need. But we'll start discarding some birds. I mean, we're never going to play this hummingbird. Never going to play Verditive Flycatcher. This card is terrible. No, don't cash. We need the food. Oh my god, we need the food, dude. We do not need cards. Oh, I'm making a lot of mistakes, I think. I mean, I'll have to go back and critically analyze it, but I think these are mistakes. But it's gone all the way. We'll fill that with Stella's J. I don't know why you would do that. I mean, you've got enough food coming in, but probably a bonus card heading away doing something interesting. But I think we can definitely make use... Can we make use of Common Raven? I don't know. Is it a trap to be playing this bird? It might be. At least it's going to give us nectar and additional food. This is confusing. I think maybe it is a trap to be playing it. Alright, we're going to take our food. We're going to take nectar. We definitely want to throw. Oh, you can throw Prinia. Oh, I've added a Flycatcher. Yeah, you definitely go away. Hey, Owlet hit. That's nice. Let's go, Owlet. And throw Prinia. Huh? Alright, my food selection didn't make any sense there whatsoever. But sure, okay, we'll play White-Bellied Sea Eagle. Not really sure what I was thinking. But I do agree that that's a bird we want to be playing. But I do fear that we've just drawn too many times at this point, and we're just gonna run out of options. So yeah, I think that means we cannot play this Raven. is now a little bit of a bother. Hoopo is not good here either. I mean, it's okay for next round. This round, since it's brown powers, we really want to focus on building out as many of those as we can. I think the only other brown power that is interesting is the Loon, which almost by extension means we shouldn't be playing King Rail. That is a bother. I guess maybe we can do... No, we can't do Raven. We don't have time. Again, it's an egg problem, and that's kind of why I was concerned about this white-bellied sea eagle. Like, I understand we want to do efficiency with the Goldcrest, but we only have one egg left. Like, there's kind of nothing we can do. I mean, yeah, what do we do? You could play Mannequin, but then what do? You don't have any eggs, so we're just kind of stuck. I think we have to lay eggs here. Oh, but we can't. Oh my god, but we can't. Oh, this is really... yeah, we have to do food and eggs. This is so bad. I am not enjoying this. Hey, Forest Outlet is hitting though, so I guess I'm enjoying that. Yeah, I'm straight up not gonna be able to... Oh, I can use Little Busted to get an egg. Okay. I mean, that's a little bit awkward, but it's okay. And then we can use that to play Loon, so I guess that's better than nothing. Prairie Manager, that's a nice find. That gives the Mannequin a little bit more value. Mannequin at the Hoopo is now quite interesting. Yeah, I do think we did something wrong here, I think. Oh well, it's okay. Just a little bit awkward. And we can get Common Loon into the game. There's an argument that you should play King Rail here, but we'll get Common Loon in and we'll win the end of round, which is very nice. And now what? Well, the draw. Barbet's not interesting. Turkey Vulture's not interesting. Did I just give Syzygy a free card? I think I just gave Syzygy a free card. Oops, didn't mean to activate that. Pretty sure I recall that he doesn't pull anything good off of this. But he did appreciate the free card. Alright, so then yeah, Diver's gonna flip the tree. And we have Busted or Raven. I mean, Busted is fantastic. That's an excellent use of Prestige, because now we can do Mannequin and Busted. That sounds pretty attractive, because we can double Prairie Manager or Fishery Manager, so both 8 points. That is quite appealing. The issue is going to be eggs, so it's probably going to be food, eggs. Oh, maybe we can do something funny with the food action here. I don't think we got any good... Let's see if we can find any good forest birds. Grey Wagtail. Well, that is a forest bird we could do something funny with. So that's going to give us a little bit of extra food to be able to afford everything. And it's only going to cost us 2 eggs, which we probably... Yeah, okay, so the idea now is we're going to lay eggs twice. And we'll just tuck all of these cards for points. I mean, Barbet can go, Common Raven can go. Goodbye, Barbet. I mean, even Hoopo can go. We're not going to play Hoopo this game. And, oh, we might play Hoopo. We could do Hoopo into Great Indian Bustard if we want to go that way and skip the mannequin. It is a potential. So yeah, I know that was the right thing to throw. And then now we can do food. And then we play Grey Wagtail into our forest. And as long as we spend 1 nectar, we win the forest nectar. So that is useful. That is very useful, in fact. And then because we're already doing the White Wagtail conditions, the Grey Wagtail will activate, which is good. More seeds. We love seeds. So as long as we hit a nectar on this reroll, we are okay. And we hit bunch. Great. Okay, so we don't have any issues now. I think, yeah, Blue Throat. I think Raven should have gone, but that's okay. We'll cash our rat. We'll roll the dice. Yo, Forest Owlet hitting twice. That's really cool. Now Raven definitely goes, and then you play Grey Wagtail. And yes, you only want to spend 1 nectar so we can win the end of round. Fantastic. And now we need to make some decisions. What are we tucking? What are we playing? Are we going to do Mannequin into Indian Bustard? I think... Or are we going to do Hoopo into Indian Bustard? I mean, Hoopo into Indian Bustard sounds pretty interesting. Or do we just do Mannequin, King Rail, Great Indian Bustard? I mean, both are somewhat interesting. Is the King Rail better than the Hoopo? The Hoopo is 3 points better than the King Rail. Do we have enough food to do everything? Jeez, I think we should with Grey Wagtail. We should be fine. Syzygy's built up something quite terrifying here, and I mean, their Lyrebirds only hit once off the Owlet, so that's kind of good for us. It's nice, we'll take the nice. Oh, we get another seed. Does that change anything? Not sure that it does. Oh, I think this is a mistake. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. We should have committed. Yeah, we can spend a nectar. The nectar is fine. We should have committed playing a bird first and then doing this. And now we have this awkward decision, so I guess we cash the rat, yeah. I mean, is it going to matter? Probably not. Because we could have done that the exact same way. But I think we could have saved our Hoopo. And maybe the Hoopo could have been interesting, but I don't know. Probably best that we got rid of it. Probably. I guess we gamble on King Rail and see what Great Indian Bustard can do for us. Bobolink, that's a really good play for them, I think. Oh, it's not really good, it's okay. Get 4 eggs off it, that's pretty alright. So they've got 2 nectar, so they will win the Grasslands nectar for sure. And they will win the Wetlands nectar as well, so I don't think the nectar decisions matter too much here. Our opponents just had too much forest firepower this game for us to keep up. Let's just get the mannequin in. Yeah, spin the seed, might as well. I think you have to spin the seed, don't you? I mean, you can ask them to say, I spend a nectar with the common starling, but I mean, they have so much additional food that I think they can always afford to spend the prerequisite nectar to win the nectar here. Whereas they may not be able to win it in the wetlands, so I feel like we ought to not go this route. Okay, yeah, I think that's a mistake. I am making a lot of mistakes. I think, yeah, I don't think... Like, they've got 2 nectar. If they spend in the wetlands, so be it. But let's make them spend it, because we can go King Rail for 3. Like, look at all that food they've got. They can just dump it anywhere and just win the nectar. It's not an issue. I mean, if he turns off his brain and decides that he doesn't want to win the nectar in the grasslands, I mean, I'm all for that. That'd be great. But, yeah, let's see what he did. We don't get to see. Anyway, we play the King Rail. And what do we find? Popmon for 5. That's decent. That's better than playing the Hoopo, at least. That's good. They played Australian Raven, so yeah, we would have got 2 ties, I think. Yeah, maybe they could. Yeah, no, yeah, we just lose the nectar. Yeah, we'll play Great Indian Bustard, and we will copy our Fishery Manager, and then a Greater Adjutant pulls Omnivore for 10. Wow. I don't know. Great Indian Bustard can't copy the Adjutant, I'm pretty sure. But it would have been funny if it was possible. I haven't actually tested that interaction, but the rules do not say that you can do that, so I assume they've coded it that way. But all things said and done, we filled the board, more or less. So pretty fun game. Big score, 134. I mean, it's gonna be big scores all around, I think. I think, you know, double egg in the forest with decent draw power and outlet for the food, and the starling's always gonna score well. So let's see how we go. Bonus cards were strong. Our opponent was also very strong, so that is a little concerning. Eggs, we're getting annihilated. Food on cards, we have a ton, thanks to the Great Indian Bustard. And then the nectar, they end up winning it. It's a 3-point margin, 134 to 137. I can think of a few ways we could have made those points up, but they didn't play them in the moment, so congrats to Syzygy. Well played, that's pretty crazy. Data Analyst for 3, Omni for 8, Wild, Bird Bander for 4, and they took Fishery Manager with Indian Vulture. Wow, that's absolutely wild. Wow, what a fun game. Can I get a clean shot of their board, maybe? Yeah, cleanest shot. I mean, that's a really fun board. Starling caching stuff, Raven caching stuff. I think they had a great commander for all the nectars and whatnot, I think. I do kind of feel like we made a couple decisions there that kind of cost us in the end, and I think the first one there is I think we didn't think about the nectar races enough at the end. I think it was very clear that the common starling player was always going to be able to win the nectar, and they don't know where my last card is going to get played, right? They don't know I have Great Indian Bustard. And Wagtail can get arbitrary food, so they don't necessarily know what I have. And we could have tied the nectar in the wetlands with the 3 nectar spent on the King Rail, and that would have closed the gap entirely. Like, it's a Syzygy loses 2 points, I gain 1 point, and we all end up even or 135, and I think we both have 0 food, so the game is a tie. So that's the first place we could have immediately course corrected and done better this game. The next place, I mean, let's ignore the fact that Forest Owlet definitely overperformed this game. I really think we made some errors early on. I think, okay, we definitely have an egg problem. I think Goldcrest, Wagtail definitely place a lot of stress on your egg supply. But I think, yeah, I definitely called it out in the moment. Back here, I think getting rid of Goose here was a bit of an issue. Like, I think we can afford Goose. I think you can. Like, let's just math this out really quick. I would like to play Goose and Black-Throated Diver. I think we can do that because we've got 2 seeds already. We're going to use... If I'm concerned, I can use a Nectar and a Nectar and a Worm to play the Forest Owlet. And that is a choice we can make. But I don't think we have any reason to necessarily be concerned. And as long as we pick up another seed from somewhere, we're completely fine. In fact, we get a fruit here, so I mean, we can always overpay for the Diver or the Goose if need be. And then just, who cares about the Rook? Now, I understand the trade-off in doing that, right? The trade-off is my egg access is definitely a problem. So, like, if you can just imagine this board stayed here, but the Rook's not here, and we have got Goose down here instead, or invert or some permutation of that. I feel like it's still bad, but it's like not as bad. I think we could have played this Golden Oriole, we could have played the Hoopoe, we could have done something to fill the slot. Just because we've got gold, like, I think what I'm learning here is that if you've got Goldcrest and Wagtail, you need to be, like, if you can't just poop out a forest as fast as you can, you need to be thinking really, how can I leverage these birds to the best of our ability? And I think trying to just use the Goldcrest all the time may not always be the correct answer. You know, the Sea Eagle is really expensive, and maybe that's going to be a bit of an issue. And I think we have some opportunities to take some... no, we don't have opportunities. They take that, and yeah, then we pull Little Busted, and yeah, I mean, what we could do now is, like, again, Goose, blank, lay eggs, Busted. I mean, you can start piecing together some pieces here and to make it all kind of fit together. Maybe there's a little bit less pressure. I mean, sure, we don't max Prairie Manager in that situation, but maybe, you know, we have Hoopoe. It's not like we can't max it. So I think, yeah, I think definitely overvalued the Rook, and then if we keep going through this game a little bit, I called it out again where I was like, okay, you know, we're stalling here, we should probably just lay eggs, and instead we dived in and drew. Now, okay, Mannequin is like forgivable, but still, I think, you know, with White Wagtail, you only get so many actions to do stuff, and I think even though we can get good economy with our cards and the Goldcrest, I do think that maybe we were pushing our luck just a little bit there, and that maybe we should have just tried for some alternate way of getting, of just doing stuff. I think, again, getting the Sea Eagle in was actually kind of caused a lot of problems with the egg capacity problem. I mean, there is a world where maybe we should have been playing, not playing the Sea Eagle here, and instead doing Little Busted. And then maybe thinking about how can we get Sea Eagle into the game, or something like that, where maybe just changing up the permutation a little bit could have afforded us a little bit more egg flexibility. Again, it comes back to the fact that we drew twice in this round, and you know, in this round, it's, you know, there's only 6 actions, and so if you draw twice, you only get to use the other actions, you know, once each, and one of them gets to be twice. Oh no, yeah, that's right. I can count. But all in all, I think overall we got very lucky in our rolls. So I mean, even though this was a winnable or at least tieable game, I feel like we kind of got lucky on the Forest Owlet rolls and the Phil Eagle rolls and stuff. Oh, here's another call out as well. Yeah, we should definitely have just played the Mannequin. Sorry, before we laid eggs. Just play Mannequin here. Lay eggs, throw the Blue Throat, keep the rat, and then that rat would have been a tiebreaker for the correct nectar spend. But I understand what I was thinking, but it's just, you know, the wrong thought in the moment. But it is what it is. Again, this wasn't a tournament game, so I mean, That's totally fine. You gotta learn and do your best, so. Fun game. GG's to Syzygy. High scoring affair all around. And learned a few things. And hopefully we can put those into practice in the future. So GG's, and I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you in the next one.